In this segment, you will perform tests to demonstrate how water and soil absorb light energy and give off heat as they cool. This is a model for the Earth's land and ocean surfaces. Giving off heat can be measured by temperature changes over time. This ratio of the two measures is what scientists call a cooling rate. You'll record data for 10 minutes of heating. Then you'll turn the lamp off. You'll continue your timer. You will continue taking temperatures for another 10 minutes without stopping during the cooling phase. This data will help you make a graph that you will use as evidence to make claims about heating and cooling rates of soil and water.
In your office?
The lamps used become very hot and should not be touched with your bare hands. The containers used are glass beakers, and care should be taken not to drop them. Water will be near electricity, and you must not touch electric cords with wet hands. Variables must be carefully controlled in order to avoid adding errors to your test. We only want to know the difference between soil and water temperatures. Set the distance of the heat source, which is the model of the sun. Use the same volume of materials in each beaker. Place the thermometers the same way in the beakers. Once the thermometers are in place, turn on the thermometers. Make sure they are measuring degrees Celsius. Allow some time for the thermometers to acclimate to the soil and the water. You'll know this happens when the numbers stop changing. During this time, write some predictions about what you think will happen when the light shines on the beakers and what will happen when the light is turned off. Set, record the temperatures of each beaker as time 0 minutes. Turn the and start the timer. The lamp will stay on for 10 minutes. You will record the temperature of both materials to the nearest 1/10 of a degree Celsius every minute for 10 minutes. Soil 21.1, water 21.0. After recording the temperatures at 10 minutes of heating, turn the lamp off. Do not stop the timer. Continue to record the temperature the same way for the next 10 minutes of the cooling period. Do not touch the lamp cover or the bowl. They are very, very hot. You will receive a data sheet that was completed in class by your group. Use the numbers to create a graph so you can visualize the temperature changes with heating and cooling of soil and water. When your graph is complete, it will be graded according to all the points on this rubric. Be sure to identify your variables: time, independent variable, temperature, dependent variable. Determine the range of data. You'll need these numbers to construct the graph. Determine the scale of the graph. Remember, you measured in tenths of degrees and by 1 minute intervals. Number and label each axis. Plot each data point for both heating and cooling of soil and water. Draw your graph by connecting the dots.
Can Al please call?
Many students forget to title their graph. Here is the title of the lesson. This is a good title for a graph. To complete this lab, reflect on what you have done. On page 45, answer question 1, A, B, C, D, and E. Answer every question in complete sentences to show your teacher what you have learned. As a follow-up, read Weather versus Climate on page 44. Read the source of Earth's heat, beginning on page 46, finishing on page 49. Read the atmosphere, beginning on page 50, ending on page 52.